So the other night, I usually make dinner and Greg always does the dishes, but he came home and I was going through an old journal that I had discovered in my dresser, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "You know what? You read one post, and then all of a sudden I'm reading every entry." It just brought back memories because the kids were a lot younger, and now I have one in college, and so the youngest, who is 15 now,
teenager,
was 5 years old when I wrote this.
Okay,
and so I'm like kind of reminiscing. So Greg ended up cooking because that's how much I was like just absorbed in it, and I realized I'd written about you, Kev, because so we had all gone. Remember, we went to the Indians game. And we were leading the crowd and singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." So this was 2010. It was 10 years ago. And my youngest was 5, but I had written that Greg and the boys had joined us for the Indians game and that you were nice enough to entertain the kids, as you always do. They always gravitate toward you. And I mentioned that my 5-year-old had talked to you about anything and everything that came to mind, including the baseball game, and that he was playing the following morning at an early 8 a.m. And the eye black that he would wear, he shared the stance that he would use if he was put in the catcher's position because he loves baseball. And then I went on and I'm going to read the rest of it. Okay. So here's the rest of that entry. It says, Kevin took the opportunity, which we didn't know, to share some advice, which we later discovered. Here's what happened when we arrived home late on a Friday night. I said to Hayden, my 5-year-old, "Hayden, let's brush your teeth and get your PJs on. It's time for bed. You've got an early game in the morning." Hayden, "But I'm not wearing PJs." And I said, "Actually, you are." And then Hayden said, "No, I'm not. Kevin said I didn't have to."
I remember this.
And then I said, "Kevin said what?" And then Hayden said, "Kevin said he told me I should sleep in my baseball uniform since I have to get up so early."
Makes sense, right?
And I said, "What? When did he tell you that?" And Hayden said, "Tonight at the game. He also said I probably shouldn't sleep in my bed." And I said, "Oh, really? Where did he suggest you sleep?" And Hayden said, "The car. That way Dad just has to drive me there."
It's brilliant.
And under my breath, I repeat, "I'm going to kill him." And then Hayden, now in tears, says, "Please, Mom, can I sleep in my uniform?" And I said, "No, you cannot." And I'm pretty sure Kevin was teasing. And Hayden, who is now throwing a fit, "Kevin told me to. I have to do it." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" And then Greg walked in and said, "You tell Kevin." I said, "Thank you." And I was reading that, cracking up, laughing. And of course, I shared it with Hayden later. He didn't remember. But I
remember telling the boys at the fair one year that it's a really good idea to fill their pockets full of rocks.
Right. And out of
little
the fair,
small pebbles, because they said Mom will love that when she puts them in the dishwasher, in the washing machine.
And some of those rocks had that powdery material on them, and so they were all over their shorts. You are such a bad influence. I mean, no wonder kids love you.
You know what? It's been fun when you had young kids. Why don't you have another child so we can do that again?
Not happening. Hayden asked me that the other day.
Your kids are too old now for me to play tricks on them anymore. So if you had just one more kid.
Forget it.